what a grave situation we find ourselves in.
I mean, you have died like 5 times already. Like 3 times to the service
high
boss.
sword. Oh,
So I mean, you
I
have
don't,
at least.
like, take knockback
I mean,
from
you
you.
have 5 dead bodies to put in. 5 clone dead bodies to put in.
Yeah, these are these are pretty annoying.
Oh yeah, these things. Those are
Because
the worst things in this.
I can't do stuff in directions. I can only like attack in a line in front of me.
I'll be right back.
None of the other
Oh my god. These are a pain. And Armor Man is slowly advancing. That hitbox is like way bigger than it looks.
yeah.
It's got like the whole flame to it.
My issue, a few of my issues with this game is the fact that the hitbox is stupid. You feel too fucking fragile. And in this area, the fucking swords. I gave up trying to grind everything about the 3rd time
Yeah, it's honestly easier to just go around stuff, I feel. Double jump helps a lot with that.
What I did with grinding was just space-time rewind the cards. And I didn't even finish that.
Okay, what's up? I must know. Oh, more swords, lovely. They're gonna be like swords and the oh, that's different.
One of the
I can't whip right now. That's not fun.
That thing has curse. And Symphony of the Night curse, which means you can't use an attacking move.
That was surprisingly close to the other save point.
Yeah, but mainly
there's probably a boss coming up.
I am not gonna say for sure, but
I mean that's a thing that they usually do. Oh no, not you. Ooh, where Panther?
There, Panther.
Here, Panther. Here, a Panther. There, a Panther. Everywhere, a Panther.
I was actually quoting in Frankenstein.
Ah.
There, Panther. There.
Okay.
There, Castle.
Ugh. Stop. They have better mobility than I do. I'm taking like so much damage.
Speaking
It's
of,
like every encounter that you get into, you take like 30 or 60, you know, in a couple hits, and you go through like 5 of those, and then suddenly you're at half health.
Yeah, seems about right. By the way, how much does this increase damage versus the other one?
Really? This is obnoxious. I don't even know like a better way to deal with that unless there's like some, you know, whip combination that would run better. I don't have that many hearts though.
That's another issue with this game. You don't get hearts good enough.
Wait, did I go down? No, there's just a room up here that I didn't. Oh, I guess I did just go to the right. But yeah, if there's something like along that path that, and there's no other save point, this is going to be fun. Putting it charitably.
Charitably's lately, this section sucks.
Yeah, I mean the cross did work well, but like I can only do.
Well, you only need to use one against them.
Well, I have to triple hit. So that one didn't, but we get one more whip on that.
Okay,
Yeah, that does work, but like also ammo. Oh, really?
I mean, there's two of them right there, so... And unfortunately, you have that loud fucking dinging. It's like a lot ding.
Yeah, I need hearts. There's a way. Wait, that's the way that I came in. So, are those parts of the room not connected then? I didn't really stick around to check it that much.
Not sure.
Look who doesn't have defense. I will take easier to deal with enemies and hearts.
Nom 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 nom. I mean, what?
Eating hearts is perfectly normal. Wee wall jumps.
Bad wall jumps.
Yeah, they certainly
Is this the
exist.
exact same amount of damage up you get with the freaking Venus and Salamander? Because if so, that makes Venus and Salamander only useful if it's strong. If it's strong against whatever element.
Something, yeah, if it's got an elemental weakness to it.
The Rose Whip has.
Does this have an element?
I think so. I think all the extra whips have an element. Alright.
Yeah, real
DD.
towers that we've got going on here. Wait, what's down that way then? This is the way to the door. There's like a way down. I guess it probably doesn't lead to anything. Also, swords. If you could stop right inside of, like, right in front of my face every time, that would be fantastic. The Gorgon, like, it has such a wide stare because they made the eye like more than a couple pixels.
Oh, I hate the marionettes in this game.
Yeah, because of the curse.
Yes.
Well, that's, good, I guess. Wait, what?
Deals plant damage. 6
Plant
MP.
damage. That's, very descriptive. What's weak to plant damage?
Not a lot is weak to damage in this game because you have such easy access to it.
But nothing's really
Oh, that's
resistant
nice.
to it, I don't think.
Yeah, it's one of the least resisted elements in the game from what little I remember.
So it's
Rose Whip is considered
one of the better ones because nothing resists it.
And plus, it
not
doesn't
not
take as much.
nothing. I think plants resist it. Obvious, kind of obviously.
Also, I two-shot the swords now, so they aren't quite as bad.
I should have probably been using this more often.
Well, that all depends on if you have access to it or not.
Lord knows I am just gonna use the fucking glitch.
Yeah, the dual setup glitch makes running this game much easier.
Also, yeah. Topical. I figured out how to do that after the last stream.
Yes, on accident, if I remember correctly.
We're trying to see if how.
It was basically me just fiddling around in the menu, asking, it's like, hey, is this how it works? And the
I
answer
think
was
if you
yes.
go one room below, it's the save. I think.
Well, that would be good to have. Or there could be a box.
All right. Never mind.
And
Forget I seen the
I'm too measly to push boxes, apparently. Will the curse wear off on its own eventually?
It is the worst fucking.
Nope.
Yeah, it's the worst because you have to stand in place, and
Okay, it's gone.
yeah, for so long. The biggest problem this game
He
has, in fact,
backstepped. You jerk.
is that so many enemies just aren't worth fighting. But you have to because they're just so.
It's annoying to get around them.
Yes.
I don't remember which one of these enemies have a fucking card, but I think one of these.
I think it was the sword, actually.
No.
There's plenty of them going forward.
Really? Nope. Okay, well.
Those fuckers are daft motherfuckers.
Oh, this is really awkward. I can't, like... It would be better if I could, like, slide down the wall.
Okay, this was for the save. Oh, thank. Hey, Jesus, we thank you.
Jesus is like, what are you talking about? I didn't do anything.
Wow. I mean, they're probably gonna do more. Wait. Oh, damn it, really?
Space time rewind, just like skip the.
He has a save point up there, so some experience would help.
Ah, true.
Yeah, that is really awkward.
Hey, go.
Like, you commit to wherever the wall jumps are going to be once you start jumping.
If I had to pick between Let's Playing
Here's
this
the boss.
game and Let's Playing Mega Man X6 again,
Oh, that's different.
I think
Hugh. Hugh, okay? Hugh. No, that's you. I'm Nathan. Back off. This is my trophy to claim. Ugh.
Herc blurg.
Just walk in. I love it.
Andromeda. Why is the Final
Oh,
Fantasy
that's...
Tactics on
Oh,
here?
boy. That was
Yep.
fun.
This boss, I think you can pop the bubbles with your whip.
Okay, you can.
he does poison damage.
Yeah, he's the poison element boss. Yeah, you can jump over them backwards. It's a lot less precise. than it
Those
looks.
fireballs. Okay, so you
How
can
many
just,
hearts
run away from
does
those.
the heart recovery item
I
give
think
you
it's
back?
5%.
If this
Andromeda will give you.
I forgot about
for a little
this. Oops. Next time.
This is also
20
the only game-
HP. That is pitiful.
Yes, it is quite pitiful. What about the heart one? So you
He doesn't need it right now. But like I said, yeah.
10 hearts.
God, that is
The-
pitiful.
The healing items in this game are not
God
great.
awful.
Yeah, the mid potions help a lot when you get them.
What do mid potions feel about the same as a mid potion from any other Castlevania.
200 if I remember correctly.
Oh man. Also, 2 HP right now. I can buy myself like 1 hit with this. That's great.
Yeah. Excuse me, it's not a mid potion, it's a high potion. It gives 250. And the problem is the enemies that drop them suck.
And honestly, like, things don't drop stuff that often.
Yeah, luck actually works in this game, though. Not well.
I guess that's something, but yeah, I don't know.
It has to, because there's actually an entire mode devoted to only to having high AF luck.
Oh, great.
It's not necessary for you to play.
I wish I could, like...
To unlock
skip
it, you have to
through
beat the
these.
game like 7 times.
Okay, you know what?
Or
Just to save myself the trouble of sitting through that again, potentially.
Oh, the EX heal, which is an elixir, drops from thing I think you've already seen. Maybe not. No, okay.
Oh my god.
Half a percentage point.
Okay, this boss fight is just going to highlight how stiff this combat system is.
Hawkward the game is, yeah.
Like, I know what I'm supposed to do to deal with some of this stuff, but then it's like, okay, when am I supposed to, you know, take out the bubbles in front of the boss and also attack the boss? You know?
I think the Spinny Whip, you can, I think you can go into Spinny Whip from air. Spin it from air whipping.
Oh, you mean like... I mean, I guess.
So you can jump and spin whip so that you hit all the bubbles around you.
I guess that still doesn't really feel great. Honestly, trying to do anything while these fireballs are on the field is not great. Like, honestly, it feels like it's best to just like take care of the ones in front of you and then jump over the rest. Still trying to figure out how to like not get hit from one attack pattern to the next. Wait, what? Did the boss just suddenly decide to have a hitbox there?
His snoot does, yeah.
Poop his snoot.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna save again here so I don't have to keep redoing that. I feel like I just sort of have to wait this out.
I wish there's a place where you
That
could...
is so annoying. Because that kind of invalidates my strategy. Of like trying to jump over the rest of them. It would be a sound strategy if not for that.
It would be a sound strategy, was not for it not working. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
About to say that was a bit condescending.
Yeah, that was the British voice. And... Wait, you can whip those skulls?
I don't know how well that would really work in practice, but I guess you can.
I thought you hit one of them. I don't know.
I'm trying to just figure out how to deal with attacks right now. Is what I'm doing. That seems better.
My thing with this game, unlike Aria, nothing really feels like it has too much of a tell of what it does. Like,
I mean, I can sort of get stuff from this one. I think it's just alternating between the two. Nope. Okay, that was a double flame that time, so I don't know. Thought maybe it was alternating, but I guess not. Ugh. Nope.
My biggest thing is just trying to be Igavania without the Iga.
Without
love.
soul.
Yeah. Like, the story is fine. Like, I love the story of, like...
Oh,
And
I should have attacked
unfortunately
after
no longer
that.
canon.
Oops.
It was no longer canon once Iga, like, grabbed a hold of it after the series after this game. It
If I
was
remember
canon
correctly, this is still technically canon to, like the overall Konami plot.
Really? Okay.
I don't remember.
No. Oh, what you're thinking is that they reused the DDS later. I
They
think.
did?
Yeah, so unless this pattern changes, now this just becomes a matter of patience.
I'm pretty certain this fight is just patience, yeah. But it's also been a while since I fought Endermuck.
The guy who I watched to help beat it, Ram Mithril,
I guess if I was trying to be more aggressive, I could attack during the flame, but I don't know how to do that safely.
what he did was came in here with basically max hearts and just crossed him to death. I think that's what he did for most of the game, though, so... I don't remember his Let's Play of this too well. And what I did was kind of just abuse the rewind function. Just like anytime I got hit, I moved back about a few frames.
This boss only has 3 attacks, but they're all really annoying.
Damn it.
For very different reasons.
Worst major problem with it's like you just have to wait for a lot of them.
Wait. Does he have... My question is... Does... I just want to know what the weakness chart's on. Like...
He resists dark, for example. Very few enemies' weaknesses in this game
There
were
we go.
weird.
Yay! Fuck this boss!
He's not the worst boss in the game, but he's also not the best. He's definitely not the best.
I mean,
Remember the...
once I figured out what to do, it wasn't that hard. It was just...
Right! He destroys all the sarcophagi when you kill him, I think.
Yeah, pressing that switch. So we're literally just, hitting a switch and unlocking things. We don't even get an actual upgrade. We just destroy the locks.
Damn,
Who
who
asked you?
asked you for help?
No, who asked Hugh for help?
No, I'm Hugh.
I couldn't just leave Hugh, could I? Don't think
that
Hugh defeated
me.
it.
It was the
course
power
Hugh,
of that
Hugh didn't
whip.
defeat it. It was the power of that whip. Hugh. You could never beat me in training. I mean, true. Although, your greatest enemy is yourself. Father
shall
named
fight
you the
myself.
successor and gave you the hunter whip. Your parents and my father banished Dracula together, and those fond memories clouded his judgment. Don't forget that. I am not looking forward to fighting
Eventual boss fight with him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is a plot point that is totally not repeated in a later game.
All right, this appeared to be a dead end. Can double check the map, but well, I guess there's stuff to the side, but I can't really get to that.
But well, you did go. You didn't go to the side. You just went up towards progress. You didn't go to the side.
I don't think I could because there was a box in the way of one of them.
No, below that one.
Can I even? I can't even make it up to the.
And now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go put a pop in the fridge so I have cold sun kissed.
Well, there are two doors down there, but I'm not sure if I can get to them. Well, thank you for the curse cure. Oh, they're being very nice now. Yeah, the hitboxes on the swords are kind of dumb. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can get over there. Yeah, so there's the box that prevents me from reaching the top one. And
yeah, but there's one below.
I don't think there's a way to get to the connecting area below. I'll look, but that's lovely. Fine, I'll ignore you. Yeah, see, I can't get over there.
No, I meant no. Pause it again. Pull up the map again. Below the save point.
You mean above? You mean above the middle
Above the
save
save
point?
point, and yeah.
Above the middle save point.
I meant below the middle save point.
I mean, there are two paths.
Yeah. There are two paths. Both of them are wolves.
Inside you, there are two paths. Wait a minute. Where?
One of them is the wolf on top. One of them
Doors
on the
to
bottom.
the left.
Yeah, that door on the bottom left of this room is weird. It's less a door, and as you can
It's
probably
over
tell,
here.
it's more of an escape.
And then I have to go like all the way around and then back down.
Oh, there's a hidden room under the save point up there.
Really? Really?
Yeah, I don't know
We're
what's in it though.
gonna have to come back here later.
Yeah, we do have to come back here for Andromach's room if you want 100% the place.
Yeah, I'll take the HP up. Would have been nice to have before the boss.
I'm sorry.
I'm not blaming you.
We're blaming this game's frivolous amount of fucking hidden rooms.
Well, and leveling up does increase your HP, right?
Oh, very small amount.
But not nearly as much as finding those. It's the sticker star problem all over again. Where you could just not find, any of the oh, I fell. Where you could just not find the health upgrades and then, sort of be SOL. Oop, that's not the right one.
Let's see. There's also in the right of the two large rooms.
Long whip.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
this.
it has an earth element. It's useful against certain enemies, as you can guess, because it keeps you out of their attack range.
Yep.
I think it lowers one of your stats,
Oh,
though.
it's very long. It takes so long to
Yes,
activate
which is
that.
why it doesn't get used.
What's okay? What does it do to your stats actually?
I don't remember the
You turned it
specific-
off. You turned it off. Oh,
Because I was gonna.
Use
Wait.
an action. Use a different one. Yeah.
Why isn't it activating anymore? Oh, is it because I have it on an invalid thing now?
yeah.
It does not appear to have any impact on the stats.
It's Mercury and the 4th, correct?
Yeah.
It is. That is the Earth Whip, as you can guess. Range increases, speed decreases. It does not have an effect on stats. Okay.
Really?
There it is. Yeah, the Rose Whip is better because it gives plus 10% strength. Ice gives minus 29.
This series of rooms greatly confuses me. I think I have to go down again. Oh wait, I can still slide.
Yeah. I didn't know that, actually.
Oh, I can't hit the candles though.
Yeah, you don't have a drop hit.
Yeah, I can only attack along the ground.
By the way, there's a secret room in the room you should be in right now.
What is that, like water?
That was the whip after. That's the poison whip. Strength
Oh,
minus
okay.
11%. Whip swung upwards. Cloud. No, excuse me. That's the stone whip. Strength plus 10%.
Okay.
Whip speed
That's
reduced.
what that effect was.
Enemy about to be destroyed. Petrify briefly instead.
Ow.
And I think the thunder armor
Ow.
can drop potions. Good potions.
This is really annoying positioning. Like, holy cow. Jeez. Well, that was a pain. So this one doesn't really seem worth it then. 'Cause you said
It's
it
about the
decreases.
same
your-
as the Rose Whip.
No, this
but
one increases strength. The next one in the row
Oh.
is the one that is the poison whip. But the poison whip's actually usable despite losing your strength because it actually swings slightly at an angle upwards
Oh,
and then
okay.
it rains poison. There is a
Yeah, there's
whatchamacallit,
something to the left. These
no, there's
thunder
a-
guys.
there is a
It's still following me. That is obnoxious.
yeah, you do want to go up there though because there is a hidden room up there.
I don't know if I like that hit whip angle.
it's more for like dealing with bosses.
Why can't I disable it? Okay, this is getting...
This is getting out of control. Now there's two of them.
Is it seriously? Is it from the left?
No, it's in the upper right corner. It's in that big
Oh.
thing up there. I was trying to say.
Wait, what? So like
Yeah.
in the room behind where the boss...
No, in the room you're in now, in the upper right-hand corner,
Oh.
one block from the top. I think you're... Oh, yeah, you're near a save point, but not near enough.
This is... Ew.
I think this is actually the closest you.
The save point is close, at least.
This is, gross. I took way too much damage from this stupid thunder armors. I'm sure the poison whip is useful in certain situations, but
Not in like general, but like for like dealing with.
oh yeah. So where was it?
The
Do I have to
room
go
with the
into that room and then go up?
You have to go in. No, it's in the room with Thunder Armors. Above the Thunder Armors, you can get. Excuse me, sorry. You can get a secret room when you're in almost the upper right corner of the map.
Is there no? There's no way to.
Yeah, it's not worth it at the time.
Yeah, you will be coming back if you want to 100% the map.
I don't know if I do.
Once you get the super jump, it shouldn't be as terrible. Oh, well, Castlevania has a fucking super jump. Who would thought?
So that one decreases my strength by the looks of it.
But it does like multiple hits per wave, so.
Yeah. This one I'm just trying to see. Zappy zappy. Really?
Yeah, I don't like that they blend into the background.
I know they were there, I just, you know, I can't one-shot them right now, so. Okay, so that was a box room in the top left above the save point. I think this is a box room too, or maybe not. Did I just not go in here? I guess I just didn't go in here.
You were like, you thought this was progress.
And guess what? We're doing this again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I'm pretty certain this one's HP.
It'd be really nice if you guys would stop spawning. I know you won't.
I think only a certain number can be on screen, so if you hit them with the ice whip at least.
Yeah, that's only temporary. This is just annoying. Nope, that's not gonna make it. Oh, it's a hearts up. There's magic up there. That's the other room, though, behind the box.
Yeah.
No, it's from the upper right-hand corner of the room. I think you can get both of these right now. If you, what you just did is the hard one.
Well, I'll go up the other route, but it seemed like it connected to the other one. Yeah, really should save my double jump for the end to make it less painful.
You know, make this less fucking egregious if you got a your double jump back with your.
That would be nice. Alternatively, I just need to. This is obnoxious. I keep on. It's like, what else do I do? I should jump.
You could jump up
like,
past him.
Bring out the rose rip. You're dead. How does it feel?
Quite nice, actually.
All right, starting to employ, you know, Super Metroid damage boost strategies. Turn around just before you get hit, so you get knocked in the direction that you want.
I love that's a thing because people
If you go back
people
up,
have programmed.
All right.
if you go back up to the save point, there's another. I don't know if you can get it, but there's another hidden room just below the save point to your right.
So like across from the save point and one tile down.
Yes. So right to the save point, one tile down. I don't know what's in them. This map doesn't show anything.
Wait. Oh, okay. I didn't need to go up. Would help if I had momentum though, to clear the thing.
But you need a dual runner to get momentum.
Is that the holy one?
Yep.
Oh, this has
As
nothing.
you notice, it heals.
This one seems good.
Yeah, it's particularly nice because not just the heal, but also because it does extra
Ooh,
damage
what's
to so
that?
much in the castle.
Arm guard.
Arm guard.
Arm guard. I think it gives plus strength.
Arm guard. Oh, that's swapping it for the hard ring. Let's see. Lowers. Actually, it's more of a defensive one. So I lose
okay.
6 strength for 10 defense. Although, unfortunately, it's a bit hard to tell. I suppose I could unequip something and then just see what it adds. That'd be the better thing instead of swapping it. Yeah, so it just adds 10 defense instead of the wristband adding 6 strength. I have 14 wristbands.
No, Red. We're gonna collect wristbands until how many wristbands, and you're gonna show us a picture of your arm
Just
with
all
that
the
many
wristbands.
Like, yeah, just if you have to get one of those those like rubber bands, if you like those shaped rubber bands or shit.
By the way, you
here's
can
the question.
have
I do sacrifice a little bit of strength here, but the defense buff is nothing to scoff at, I feel. Also, can you just please like get rid of the curse? Say as I get hit again. I'll need to be rid of it to get this thing.
The thing is that Symphony of the Night only has has an enemy that you would think that would give you cursed, not a fucking. The doll doesn't give you curse.
You. What's the annoying part about this is that either I can expend an item to make it go faster, or I just wait.
I think one of the card combinations does, but I.
Hunter up the other weapons.
I'm on the tile. Is it this one?
No, left side.
You said across.
I'm sorry. I'm used to explaining things to him, and I have to give explicit. You got right there, and I thought.
It's magic increase.
Whip a few times just to heal.
I mean, I was trying to attack the enemy. So does this mean I essentially have infinite health, albeit slowly?
There's a better one for infinite health.
Yeah.
There's one that just straight up gives you healing.
Takes a lot of magic, but like you can also just sit there for like a minute or so. Be like, oh, full magic.
All right, well, I feel like we've been here forever, even if it hasn't actually been that long.
There's also one that makes sub-weapons use magic instead.
Door, yep, this was a box. All right, I do really like the holy whip, for lack of a better term. So this one is dark, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of nice. I should never go this way. I guess not.
Darkness whip, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I can't actually deal damage to it while it's paralyzed by my darkness.
The dark power inside of me.
Oh, that makes me sad. Well, I guess this wasn't too important. I can't get that right now anyways, so...
Darkness enveloping me. I am going crazy.
Going?
Alright, well, there were the things down in the middle. I guess that's probably where I'm supposed to go. I can head that way. I'm ignoring you. You're not you're not worth the effort. There's so many of them. Wait, I never went down to the right here either. I guess we could look into that while we're here. Or try to, at least. It's not that door. Let's see what's over here. Oh, well, that ended quickly.
Well, what has changed? All the sarcophagus, the
Yeah,
Iron
I
Maidens
know, but those are on the other side.
Yeah.
Either that or there might be one, like, just to the left here. That would be nice if there was, because that means I wouldn't have to go all the way around. It does seem to be... Did I do 64?
It does a fuck ton of... You use a fuck ton of magic, though.
It does use a lot of magic. That part is kind of fun. Another arm guard. But I don't think I can whip the same enemy again until the effect is gone, which kind of sucks. Aha! Memory! Ooh. I like the music here. Oh no. You just have to like wait for them to, you know, do their thing. Oh, I can actually whip it. Destroy it. The whip is mightier than the ball. Alright. So I guess need to figure out like what do the other main things do? So Venus, is it defense? Is that what it does? I mean, it says it increases damage too, but I don't know. I am so prepared for the moment where I can just push these boxes. It feels like they're like flipping everywhere. Oh, I can go through those. That's good to know.
The circle of the moon OST.
Oh. Is there a place that I could jump up? There it is. Oh, can I? Nope, that's not standable. Does that mean this one isn't either? Okay. Oh, this is going to be fun.
The name of this song is Aquarius. It's from Castlevania 3, though.
Oh my god.
I had to look up.
I don't even know how I'm gonna make this jump. Ah, damn it. Actually, there's probably a wall or something in there.
Yeah.
No,
you have to get the.
Let me go back here and see. Is this one of the platforms? Okay. Okay, I see what the deal is.
You can't do this to my man. My man needs.
I think you'll find it can and will.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, damn it! I tried.
The brains are fucking dumb, but you can kill them this time, so.
I mean, yeah, I suppose I could do that. Oh my god, it did so much. No. Okay, never mind. I'm not going this way. I didn't want to go right anyways. Meh.
Who would want to go right? It's all about going left.
Yeah, so the whole Holy Whip seems pretty strong in addition to healing you.
Yeah. Your audio's messing up.
Your audio is messing up. Why is it so hard to hit this stupid enemy? Jeez.
I hate the fact that everything uses the same 2 fucking death sounds in this game. The best part of the beat, yeah.
You were cutting out there.
How about now?
Your balls are ineffective, sir.
Better?
What? Yes.
It threw a
That's
ball
because I
at
was
me.
yawning. I was yawning while talking.
Oh, now we've got pink flavored souls. Or
They're
ghouls.
specters.
Cotton candy ghosts.
Don't tell James Bond. Or do.
Spectre. I'm a member of Spectre.
Alright. This makes me suspicious that there might be a boss coming soon. You are not a boss. You are a mantis of death.
This is the worst combat room in the game. You've already gotten past the hard part, though, which is getting in the freaking door.
Yeah,
Ironically,
seems like it could be annoying with like the moth dropping the
yeah,
thing, and also the mantis, I assume, knocks you back through the door transition.
Do I have to explain that the moth is poisonous? Has poisonous moth is.
I think he
Don't-
understands.
Moths
He's
don't
avoiding.
Moths don't do that.
I know. It's a Japanese thing, apparently.
There are 2 transition doors here. There wasn't even like a way to go farther down in that room.
This game does not really do transition doors like the rest of the series.
I guess this area just has a lot of doors.
Like usually
You
when
guys are gonna spawn in the worst locations.
They always do.
By the way, with that harpy enemy, this game would be banned in Spy server if it was still around.
Oop. Oh, right. Whenever I run out of magic, it
Goes back to puny whip.
reverts. Well, not just that, but I can't like. You.
Can you hit those electric balls?
Doesn't look like it. Oh my god. Mm.
Hold on, I might get you a combination that might help you with those fucks. Venus, that's
No. Wait, what? Okay.
so.
That was one of the stupid push rooms. Damn it! I don't want the knife. Ah, go away, war wasps.
You cannot escape them.
Oh, yeah. I'm poisoned. I only have like 2 of those.
Man-eaters, I hate these things.
They're a lot better in most other Castlevania games, just not this one.
Really? Are you kidding me? This is starting to get really annoying.
Ooh, new clothes.
Oh, you son of a bitch. It lingers. Good thing there's a friggin' HP up there.
Hey, Gull, what card number is Neptune?
It's probably in
Neptune-
order, so like that'd be 8.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Okay. So, if you want to be immune to poison, 7, top one. No,
Or sorry, that's not the poison one. It's
7,
like
6.
5. Oh.
7, 6.
Two, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You can get the the thing is, you can have a lot more cards, but they're so annoying to grind that it's better to use the DSS glitch. You could actually have 7 of the cards on the bottom of the list right now. 8. The only 2 you can't get on the bottom.
Does it not cure me if I'm not already?
It does not cure you if you're not
It does
already.
not cure you,
If I'm
but
already.
It makes you.
It
immune
prevents me from
for the
getting poisoned. It like I did.
and it
I did see
also
it in effect
heals
there.
you from poison damage. So
I was still getting hurt by the poison damage. Oh, sorry. You mean by like sources of poison damage?
yeah,
The only good part is that this portion has so many of those insects that you might actually walk out of here with more antidotes than you walk in. Maybe.
Would actually be nice to get items for a change.
Ow.
See, the funny thing is that in this game, they included in this version the ability to do whatchamacallit, to tell you what enemies actually have the drops. This allows you to see that you are capable of, at this point in time, having 8 on the bottom, and I think like 6 on the top.
Momentum.
You can have all the elemental ones, I know.
Yeah, except for the last 2, because they are exclusive to
The post-game dungeon. Or end-game dungeon.
the end thing.
I mean, it doesn't change the fact that I haven't gotten any of the drops.
Yep.
Okay, I've gotten 3 of the drops.
Honestly,
Which is probably good RNG. Oh my god. This is annoying. Don't do this.
Yeah,
Game
why in the
designers,
world
please.
is the dash not you run period? I hate having to activate my run. Like, it should...
Yep. This is so obnoxious.
Kirby's the only one that does double tap dashing right. I'll stand by that.
Well-
Oh, there's a boss. Oh boy. Alright, I'll probably want to switch off the whip combination
Actually,
I have. Or is this a poison boss and I want to keep this whip combination up?
I think it might be.
Oh, it's
Oh,
the
it's
Dirge.
here!
Yeah,
It's the worst
something
boss
tells
in the game, part 2. Oh my god, they're poison elements? Oh.
Yeah. That's what that's.
it is really hard to hit these.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna get worse.
Cross is how. Like how.
They do not like being in a place where you can hit them, and they also don't like making it so you can hit the. They like hitting you in the face numerous times.
Yeah, see,
They
this,
also have
this
separate
combination, because of the poison elemental damage, is making me take no damage.
You might want to go into a corner because there's a part where they can't hit you in the corner where you can just regain your mana.
Well, they can hit you. It's just harder.
Yeah, this is gonna take a while, though.
So, how's your guys' day?
Yeah, this
I
is,
mean,
this is dumb.
this is dumb, but it's safe.
Yep. That's literally this boss. It is.
You know, I'll
So-
jam
so-
to
so-
the
so-
music in the meantime. You know what
So-
else I can do? I can also get back to a valid card combination for when I want to activate it again.
Yeah. 6-7 is also a lot of shit does poison damage in a lot of areas.
Just wait out the boss music, Shadow, please.
Sorry. So,
Yeah,
so
I mean,
you wanna play
honestly, like this is better to me than like actually going down there and putting my life at risk.
I may be a coward, but I'm a greedy coward.
But I'm alive. I don't even have anything that restores magic.
Yeah.
Just
Sometimes the
listen to
Daffy.
the music, you know, enjoy it.
By the way, the preview for the stream the Kokam stream, at least on my end, is the 2 dragons.
Lurk.
So how does it feel to fight two of a early Yu-Gi-Oh relatively decent attack point monster for one tribute monster, but probably in TCG already I think in the TC already kind of useless because the first set literally had Lajin, an 1800
2
attack point
pixels?
monster.
1 pixel? Alright, we're back in business. It was 7-6, right?
Yeah, 7/6.
Yep, okay. We are back in business. That was fire. Yeah, this is obnoxious.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry to tell you, I'm going to say that the X is the worst boss every time. Because they really
The
are.
bosses in this game suck. Is
No,
what we're...
there is one. That
Ooh, I
if
got
you-
I got 2 with 1 whip that time.
There's a couple that if you know how to use them to fight them, they can be cheesed. Ironically, I think it's the next one. You know how normally the death fight in the game is the difficult one? Not in this
Yeah.
game. The death fight in this is not that bad, and then you get the phase 2.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, the rocks do rock
Yeah,
damage.
because they're other things.
Well,
Oh, I'm out of magic. No. Yep, this sure is a boss fight of all time.
like, I know this is the most boring way to do it, but at least we're safe. So you want to play a game of Master Duel while we wait, Red?
No. Phone, that was not misspelled. Why did you autocorrect it?
What were you trying to spell?
Loss.
Loss. L-O-S-S?
Yes. And
Are you trying to
it
type
and it
out
auto
Mocha?
corrected it, and then I went into the menu just like, no, that's not what I typed, or it's not what I meant to type, and it just, you know, when it unfixed it, it was just loss spelled correctly. It's like, what, phone? The heck? What are you doing? That is a valid word, and the one that I meant to type. Yeah, I can't imagine how not fun this would be without the poison protection.
It's god awful.
Like
I
you
think you
would
could-
your health would just get chipped away. Cause like
thing-
you're gonna get hit at some point.
The thing is, to get the poison protection, you have to go into an area where technically you're gonna take a lot of fucking damage to get it, and then have to travel back because
Awesome. it really does not help that, like, in order to be able to damage them, yeah, the neck frickin' hurts you. Like, they cover the platform that is, like, the perfect height for you to be able to reach them. Like, it's kind of crazy to me, like, how much the game really does not want you to hit them. Like, I keep on trying to jump up to hit them, but then, like, I just run into them because their necks or their heads are so freaking huge.
Then we had to go back here again.
Yeah, trying to think of bosses in this game that aren't atrocious, and I'm sure there are some, but I don't know, like the golem one, I guess.
The previous boss wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but it also wasn't good.
At least it had a...
You have 3 attacks, and once you figure out how to deal with them, it just becomes a test of patience. Like this is. Of course, you know, part of this is the strategy that I'm employing, but...
I mean, it is a valid strategy, because you could go get the actual 2 cards to do this at this point.
Yeah, but I don't know. I said this before, like, I would not want to do this fight without the poison protection, because it just seems like you would be dead very quickly. Which I shudder to think if, you know, I didn't know how to do the card glitch, and also, you know, if you guys hadn't told me the combination for the poison protection. Suppose I could have looked it up. But that would have been, like, after I actually tried to do it legitimately, and who knows how long I would have put up with that.
Rather be safe than sorry.
I even, like... I feel like this would be downright not impossible, but, like...
It's doable, it's just not worth it. Like
there would be a lot of painful trial and error as I figured out, like, how I could actually safely attack them without getting hit. And I'd still mess up. I'd still get hit occasionally.
I think Rom basically just did what he usually did and spammed crosses.
I don't have any more crosses though. Oh my god. The fact that the hitboxes are so friggin' huge. I know they're like dragon heads, but you know what actually fixed this? They did do knockback. Like, you'd still get hit, but at least you wouldn't get knocked off the platform and then be inactionable forever.
It doesn't help that it has 3 attacks. Besides, it's getting hit by itself. That dude.
Stop
Different...
it! Yeah, I'm gonna have to give up on this now. This is dumb.
This is the worst boss in the game.
They're all the worst boss in the game, let's be real.
Yes. I don't like this game. Go likes this game, but
there are parts of it that are okay. And that's about the most charitable thing that I can say about it.
So, question: this or Castlevania 4?
Castlevania 4.
By a long shot. Honestly,
Like
Castlevania 4 's-
that one, I didn't feel like I felt like, you know, obviously there was some help from like, you know, the thing before Dracula or whatever, but at least it felt like I actually beat the bosses through skill and not through just like, you know, a cheese strategy, which, you know, I don't know what I would do if like I wasn't doing this. I would be suffering is what I'd be doing. I'd be banging my head against the wall, or in this case, dragons. So it probably wouldn't be going any faster than this.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing in Castlevania 4's favor, the bosses don't have ridiculous amounts of health.
True. Dracula has a bit of health, but he's the final boss. You kind of
Even then, Dracula's over by now.
Yeah.
Dracula's so last century.
Let's see. This was what, 1836 or something.
Yeah. I can look up what year Simon Belmont's is.
Really? Wait, what? Why was I stuck? Why am I stuck? My controller's out of battery. Are you kidding me? Great. I have to figure this out now. Yep, it's out of battery. To go and get it back up. One moment. Well, it would help if I was actually in the application. There we go. It's now plugged into the computer.
1691 is when Simon Belmont beat Dracula the first time. Which is every version of...
Okay, I figured out one thing. It's not really gonna help, but it sort of does. Really? They do, like, one of the attacks is just sort of like going into you. Like that one. So you can voluntarily leave the platform. Or I guess maybe jump up. I don't know what's better, to be honest.
The thing is also they have
the fact that they hit me before I can jump up to whip them makes this so much worse.
The only things that they do poison damage themselves, but their other
Attacks don't, I know.
yeah. I don't know. I know the one does fire damage.
Oh, this is painfully slow. Really? And I'm gonna have to wait through another cycle of this. Frick. Wait, what? Excuse me?
It's
Yeah,
one
that
to
was
the
weird.
usually.
I know that attack is from the left head. So maybe the right side is safer? I don't know. I feel like the right side could more easily be in range of that attack. Like previous times it hasn't hit me, I don't know.
I think here's the thing. It was you. It only attacked you with that when you're in that certain range. I don't know. I just don't like this boss.
I hate this boss.
Yep. Yep.
And goes like, I despise this boss.
This is the boss that pissed me off as a kid and when I played it more recently.
It just goes like
This is just bad.
yeah. I'm like, I dislike this. Girls, I mean, Red's like, I hate this. And Girls like, I despise this. Everything about it. Gull also has that childhood trauma with this boss.
Like, I kind of wish that I'd gotten RA as a child. This? Heck no.
You know, I'm
using
glad
that
I
for
was
the
scared as shit from this game because I hate this game, but I love Castlevania. Like, one of my versions of Aria is a reproduction cart that I bought knowing it was a reproduction cart. Because, like, I want to, like, the guy said it was a repo cart. He wasn't going to be able to hide it. Because it fits in.
God damn it. How much health do these things have? That's only one of them, though. It hurt me when it went down. Well, at least this part becomes easier because now I can actually, like... Wait, what the heck is going... You just... No, you're not allowed to do that. That's illegal. It's so awkward to hit them. I'm so fortunate. Like, seriously, like, my whip is just going right past it.
Each head has 400.
1,400.
Yeah.
Can somebody divide that by 21? Sorry, 22, I think?
But
Yeah,
it will
22.
devour its remaining.
Yeah, I know it. I know it did. Just tell me how many hits it took me to take down one of them.
Oh,
fuck.
1400 divided by 22. 64 hits.
I don't see the achievement. There it is.
Teabag them?
No. I'm not 5. I hate you so much. I mean, at least it like unlocks things for me, but that was painful. No. I'm getting back to the save point.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We killed him. Each head has 100 and 400.
Yeah, 1400.
Which was
64 hits
64
plus like tack on however many hundred. The other one healed off.
Yeah, they heal 300 HP when the first one dies.
Wait,
It's kind of dumb.
it's over here. Oh, I just never explored this room. Screw you. I'm immune to poison. It still does knockback though. Why?
Yeah.
That's dumb. It's a poison cloud. Like the dragons I kind of understand. For as annoying as it was, like at least they're like friggin' dragon heads.
I hated the boss's hitbox. Didn't make hurt box. Didn't make any sense.
I should have just stayed in this room since there's more of it to look at. Let me guess, you also poison or something else like paralyze.
We can test.
I don't particularly want to. You know what? I'm gonna go back this way. You guys don't spawn fast enough. And while I can jump over the armors, the other thing, not so much. Okay, well that bridge disintegrated. I'm gonna need something like time bending, aren't I?
I don't think there's a time bend.
Oh, you just run quickly. Okay. Okay, stop stealing my run. There we go.
You figured that out more quickly than I did.
The hard part was literally just like getting a running start into the room. Oops. Okay, I just push it. Oh, and that just connects to there. So if I want the other box thing, then I have to go back.
Yeah. Or teleport.
There's not really a teleport that close to it, though.
Oh, wait.
It's like, it's a few rooms over. Now I have to figure out where to even go, because there are boxes in many locations.
Yeah.
There's one in literally just back in that area that we were in not too long ago. Above the save point in the middle right.
Oh, middle right, yeah.
Top right I think was too wide. It's like a vertical column and it was too wide to jump up. Yeah, I guess I should probably go back. Because there are I think a couple things that I can do over there. It does not look like those do poison damage. Oh, that's a potion. Yay, 20 whole hit points of healing. That is honestly like worthless.
Yeah, even at the start of the game, it was bad.
That is literally 0.5% of my HP at this point. I have like over 400. I have almost 500. So let's see, where do I need to go? I need to go back up.
Excuse me, roaming chess gangs? What the fuck, champ?
That's something someone else posted, actually.
Okay, I actually discovered like low key a way to make this a little bit easier, and that's just to have this on and then run into the poison based enemies. No. That is.
Wait, did they
Jerk,
knock you into
move.
the fucking door?
No, it didn't. I went into the door because the platform is gone.
Oh.
Which is just as bad.
Do not be in front of my heart. Wait, what? Oh no. Okay, I have an idea.
A crazy idea?
Come on.
Scotty, it.
Sounds
Scotty.
absolutely frigid. And yeah, this is
I just have to get them in the right place and also freeze them. Hi.
Congratulations on your ice beam lit.
Yeah. Oh my god. The knockback in this game actually kills
Yeah.
me. Oh no. No. What? Where was my momentum game?
It died when you jumped on our head, unfortunately.
I disagree. Wait, there's a no. Oh, damn it. You know, I'm gonna rewind that so that I can hopefully get her in a lower position. Nope, I'm doing this. I don't This is annoying. Yay.
You know? You have.
Alright, time to get this thing off. And you know what? Given the prevalence of all the poison-based stuff here, I'm just gonna put this back on for the time being. How did I do on the map? That room tile does not seem like it was that high. Box.
Yeah, we can push the box. What's inside the box?
It's a heartbeat.
How much is.
Can I see what my max hearts are? Menu here. Up there we go. 174. Alright, and then there was something to the right.
I think another box.
Yes, I believe it was another box. Box. Fine. I guess I'll fight them all the way out. Like, I know I should fight things. Because experience, and, you know, we know how this game is with bosses being damage sponges. Should really be trying to mitigate that. Oh, cool, they do poison contact damage too.
At least every part of their being does poison, so at least you.
Yeah, I'll be honest that like the combining the card system, you know, to get different effects is kind of cool, but it doesn't make the gameplay any more than just like standing there whipping things and occasionally using sub items. I feel like it doesn't really make the gameplay all that much more interesting. And that's, you know, with me, you know, effectively cheating to get the combinations that I don't actually have access to right now.
I just noticed that the room you're in has only one exit where you came in from, and yet had two ways the box could go.
A way to the a way for it to go to the left. Even though you can't leave the room to reset it from the right side. Oh, lovely. Alright, so I was thinking about heading back to the right and up. We're already sort of here. I think right now what I need is like a way to go up better. So, super jumps, basically. I would not be surprised if that was the next item in the progression. Yeah, I'm gonna nope right past you guys.
I would give you the electric immunity, but I think that takes up a lot of.
Honestly, it's just easier to go past.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can go left, because I believe that was also a box. I feel like a lot of the things that I haven't done are either box or it's like too high and I can't wall jump.
Or maybe a combination of both.
That's doing a lot of damage. I mean, thankfully I can just, you know, leave now, but... What is my HP at now? 520. Do those do like 25?
Not sure.
Also, I know why it's on return to game. Oh, you can wrap. Okay. It's like it's literally as far away as possible from the save feature, but wrapping makes it a lot more accessible. All right, I guess we're going back up. There are more of those thunder guys here. That was not one of them, but... It's a good thing there are like so many save points in this area. Oh. Oh hey, I one-shot this now. Ooh. Well, that would have been nice to have for the previous fight. All right, here we go. The box of truth. I really hope this is the one that leads to progress. Like, I know where some other ones are, but I don't feel like... Nope, it was not progress. I mean, I'll take the HP increase, but... Fortunately, yeah, it looks like this is not the way forward, so back down we go. You know that'd be great? Right around here? A warp. Alright, now I get to figure out where else there are boxes that I haven't been... I haven't been down to the lower area in a while. Where else haven't I been? There might be stuff on the left side. There's also one in the middle, but that does not appear to lead to progress.
Yeah. There is a block on the left side of the map next to the warp that looks like it was probably a block because it's blocking off a piece of the map.
Yeah, well, the problem is figuring out where the actual progress is. And you know what? I'll just warp.
There's a block in the bottom center. There's a block. You already got that one.
There are blocks in lots of places.
You got those two, I believe.
Okay, I can't go to the top right because of space, so... Okay, I already opened that. Where? I have to, like, go, like, up and around. $627.
Yep, holy damage. Hey, another fan.
Plus, you know, being much higher level. At this point, I have almost 400 strength. I really have to go all the way around here, don't I? It was a box.
Unfortunately, this area is just like this game is just like areas that just all look the f***ing same.
Well, this is a new area. Oh, lovely.
Oh hey, remember this song? 4.
4. I'm trying to remember where this plays.
3rd area.
Damn it, I saw that coming. These. Nope, I'm out of magic. Nope. Not progress, but I'll take that. Oh, you can wrap the cards too. That's good to know.
Yay.
More efficient menuing. Ooh. That's not the thing I wanted. Silk robe. Oh, what? Look at the increase on the int. On that, it's 140 int.
Yep.
This is clearly for the magic based build.
Yep.
Which
Yep.
actually,
Robes
you
are
know
for
what?
that.
I only lose 10 defense on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
For 140 int.
That seems pretty worth it.
Yeah, just remember that stats cap at 999, I think. Except for health.
I'm not even over 500, so
Yeah, you'll get there a lot quicker than you think.
oh no. Oh, you. Box. Oh no. And I have to bring these back. Making sure that we really know how to push boxes here, I see. Oh my god. It's flying so close to the ceiling. I can't. Oh, really? These are quickly becoming my least favorite armor type.
7-7, I think.
A lot of them disappeared.
What?
I think it's 7-7. Hold on, which one's Thunderbird?
What?
The card combination
Oh.
for anti.
It's the table.
No, 7-8.
Okay, you said this was an underground storehouse. I mean, I guess you can store. What the fu- Why? Oh my god, I hate these so much. That did 42 to me as well. Ugh. This game has so much annoying crap in it. And like their solution is just fill levels, like fill the rooms with it. Like this is not.
It's just
They're not
copy-paste.
enjoyable to go through because it's just copy pasted annoying crap.
And it doesn't feel.
They're not fun to fight in a majority of the time. I'm just gonna leave. Oh, no. I don't feel like putting the stupid thing on. Oh, really? Okay. This would be kind of cool if there like weren't enemies around to make it more annoying. Granted, there weren't that many of them, but wait, what?
You're supposed to push
I
the top.
just.
Sorry.
I love puzzles that you can put in a technically unsolvable state.
At least this ain't a game where it can be in a permanent.
Alright, let me double check and make sure that... Okay, yep, I need to break this first. See if I had pushed that other one, then, you know, it would have been... Problem.
Shit out of luck.
I would have had to reset the room again. I mean, this is a decent puzzle. It's not hard, but okay. Thanks, D-pad. Ow, I didn't get the top left corner of that room, but let's be real. I don't care enough to go for map completion on this, especially considering that like the game doesn't even tell you how much map of the map you have. No. He's not even on screen. Oh, And there's a, you know, I'm take care of you so I can actually jump and attack this guy. There's another one. Great. Are you serious? Oh. No. That makes me very sad. Is there any way that I can get that right now?
I don't think so.
Alright, do I go bottom left? Or do I don't know, maybe I should have just continued in that room. I need another one. Can I even get up to that right? Not through normal means. Wait, what? I need like higher jump for this or oh, son of a bitch. Keep doing this. Don't push it off and then jump up first. At least the music is like getting better. Oh, you. Box. That doesn't look friendly.
It's a holy armor.
Oh, so what you're saying is my current whip combination would not be good for it. Also, there's got to be a puzzle involved with this, and I'm kind of dreading what it might be.
You already messed it up. Oh, or the opposite, because it helps you get out of the room, I think.
That worked.
Oh,
that
those
worked a treat.
fuckers. Those fuckers.
Holy armors suck.
I
Why do
think
any of these
that's-
suck?
We've been saying
That
that
just-
thing for a while.
Look. Gull, the only reason Gull has love for this game is because of nostalgia. No offense.
No, that's exactly what I said before.
Nostalgia is one heck of a drug.
Yeah, the puzzle is to use the boxes, to push the boxes out enough that you can use them as platforms.
Which I did?
No. Halfway out.
Oh, you mean like that. You can scale the wall.
I hate.
Means I have to deal with the armors again, because everything respawns the moment you leave the room.
Do you want the holy immunity card combo?
I mean, I was just going to do the, that's not the one, that's the one. Oh, cool.
I really wish I used the glitch more, like, I started having a abbreviation of using the cards I didn't have once I started actually getting them.
I mean, my thought process about it, you know, which changed between streams, is I'm not grinding for the cards, so there's like no way that you're gonna see any of these abilities otherwise.
Yeah. I unfortunately would be compelled to get all the cards and
Wait, no, I went up here without doing that unless there's got to be something like higher up then, I guess. The first one, I guess, well, I don't know. Nope, let's get a running start, please. Whee!
You know what I want now? A Metroidvania like game.
Okay, fine. I can't. Well, I can't go up there. I wonder what we might be getting. I sure hope that's what we're getting. Also, I really hope there's like another save point.
I do want to let you know that the direction you're going in is a dead end and does not lead to a save point.
Oh, frick you.
Oh hey, it's Mother Grizzly.
Yeah, grizzlies
There's
are.
more. Oh, there's more.
Yeah, this is. I don't even remember if this puzzle is something you can fully go in this direction for.
It's like reminding me of Torian design. The original Metroid /Zero mission. Like, let's just go back and forth. Actually, I guess Super has some of that too.
I mean,
Oh, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? Don't you dare. Need to like figure out what the order of events is for I need to do for this. So clearly I need to get, oh, I have to get ones like, I have to get both of these over so that it doesn't drop between. And then I guess I just get it over and then that should be good enough.
you found that
Just
out
get it
quicker
down.
than I did.
Okay, good, those drop.
Hooray.
Although, that might be a return path. I hope that's a return path. It's probably a return path. Because once you go into the next room, you can't come back through, I think. She might be able to slide out this one anyways. Nope, no, you cannot. Okay, ball return. I wasn't sure how big of an area this was going to be, and it turned out to be, yes. I saw something green and fast. Come back here, you. My MP is almost as high as my HP. Oh, great. Hey, it's a plant-based enemy. Oh. Guess what? That probably means there's a boss coming up soon.
Pretty soon.
It's been long enough in the area that it feels appropriate.
Down and right is a ball return to escape from this entire region.
Okay. That leads out into the main like shaft.
Yeah,
that we
it
fell
leads
down.
out to yeah. Yeah, you actually have already seen the exit from down there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, links up to there. Makes sense.
It's actually a weirdly long room for what it's supposed to be.
Shocker. Oh hi. Oh hey, it's like actual proper death.
Yep.
And not just discount death. I'm sorry, the necromancer basically...
No. It's very funny you say that because
That's
you in a minute.
okay. The amount of
This-
damage was nice. You know, taking the damage was not nice though.
This is very much a discount death fight.
I'm assuming this is all he does.
No, yes, for now, but he has a second phase.
Oh, of course he does.
It's either easier than this phase or harder than this phase, depending upon
Oh, damn it, that doesn't work.
depending on how you react to it, because it's hysterical. Honestly, it is. Shadow's gonna burst out laughing when he sees it, because he's gonna
damn
remember.
I'm
honestly
only
put
doing
half-
20 though. Like I don't know how to feel about this.
I don't know why you're doing so little death,
Does death have...
so little damage to death.
I am okay, level 25.
What damage is death weak to?
I would have imagined holy, but I guess we'll,
You know, it'd be
I guess we'll
stupid,
see.
it'd
I
be-
guess we'll see what my raw whip does here in a moment.
Circle, circle, circle.
14. So it was doing 6 more.
But it wasn't
Ye-
doing...
Up there's phase 2.
Oh, God, what is it?
That is different.
Oh! Oh!
It's weird scorpion turtle death, and it's
What the fuck? Okay, so I have to be like sufficiently far into the hitbox to hit him. Lovely. Excuse me? I know it like stomped the ground or something, but oh frick. Should probably be like doing jump ins. What the heck is going on here? Why is gravity high?
the magic spell it's putting up.
It would be nice if there was like some sort of
There's
effects.
a visual indicator, but you have to be standing close to the boss with that little shield in front of him.
That's dumb. You know what game had a gravity altering effect that you could actually see? Metroid Fusion. Oh. Oh, frick you. Do I need to like grind or something? Cause
No.
it really
No,
feels like I'm doing shit for damage.
I actually don't know why you're doing so little damage. They suggest 30 plus.
I mean, so I am underleveled. At least
Yeah.
somewhat.
Apparently, poison protection protects you from the whatchamacallits.
The sickles?
Manticore, Jupiter, Max Heart's Crucifix,
Or
enter,
from
turn-
like these green balls. Because those
I
are
assume it's the green
those are
balls.
easy to avoid, so I don't think that's worth it.
Or is it
Can
the
you-
earthquake?
Not?
Because really, it's only the earthquake that's been doing damage.
You
the
know
second half.
what? I'm actually gonna. Okay, you know what? Well, I guess I took some damage, so I'll leave it on for now. But actually thinking, like, if I'm not, if I'm at full health, I should take the effect off. Frick. Because then I'm just wasting magic. Frickin'. This is doable, but like, it's gonna be so long, and it's like easy to make mistakes. Frickin', like the stupid whip turn around when I didn't mean to. Well, this is going fucking horrible.
Maybe darkness would be better against him?
No. Holy's good against him.
I mean, because since he's only doing 20 damage with the...
Oh, because darkness hits him constantly. I think he resists darkness.
Trying to figure out better strategies for like when to move around the bot. This is not great. Can you? I think trying to like alternate going back and forth. Damn it. Why does it not?
Yeah, it's basically save the
Frickin'.
boomerangs for phase 2.
I was like doing a decent job of, you know, avoiding or cutting down the sickles before. It's just, I hate how skewed it is towards like you take more than double for getting hit by like anything that you deal to the boss. Or you could, you know, do the friggin' contact damage and it's 4 times.
I never understood contact damage in video games unless something's like a giant monster.
Yeah, it's like a giant It's like a giant monster. Like, touching death like this, I guess you could argue for, like, supernatural.
Necrotic energy.
Ooh.
I think this game is a really skewed. I think my memories of this game are really skewed by the other Castlevania games, and that's why I'm thinking with the HP.
What? The stupid gravity that I couldn't see because I'm not close enough to the boss. Oh, fuck you.
I would definitely do.
That stupid attack. There's like no fucking warning for it. Yeah, it would be really nice if I had an attack that hit fucking above me. I'm sorry, this game sucks.
Yeah, this boss is a little
It's-
annoying.
Bad.
Yeah.
It's like everything, like every boss is a test of patience, and like I guess I'm just like I am that under leveled. Stats apparently really fucking matter. Oh,
I-
God.
Actually think that if you were at the suggested level, you'd only be doing like 3 or 4 more points of damage.
That's dumb.
How much difference, like, how much saving of magic would
Fuck you. So freaking over this game. I know I probably should try to save the resources for later. It's just a matter of like I can do this section, but it's just so annoying. It's like I have to be so fucking vigilant. You know what doesn't help? Like, it'd be nice if the whip actually had like a bit of a hitbox above you when you were throwing it out, so that like if you jumped, like things above
like
you
most
didn't
Castlevanias?
just hit you in the freaking head.
You mean like most Castlevanias? This game.
Because like what am I supposed to do against things that are directly above me? I can't unless I had like axe, I guess, but even that's sort of in front of you still. Like even doing what I'm supposed to, like this is just, it's not fun. It's not like fighting your way through a difficult boss and like, you know, you have the satisfaction of like getting better at it. This is just like I'm avoiding these freaking sickles the whole time. I love it when the magic just doesn't activate. Like, hi, why? Is it because I'm?
You're currently on the wrong DSS card.
I swear I changed that, but it probably didn't. What was at my feet? Can you not? Damn it. Ugh. making a save state. I honestly don't fucking care at this point.
No, I don't blame you.
Why can I not do the thing? I hate this gravity. Is so dumb because it interferes with my ability to deal with the sickles. This is, I kind of put myself in a worse situation here, not gonna lie. I can't do anything about that. It doesn't let me freaking run. That hit all on the ground attack is so dumb. Stupid fucking contact damage. It was really close to being okay. You know, once we got past Cerberus, we got to some of the like more okay bosses. This backstretch here has been atrocious. It's been like horrible boss after horrible boss. You know, and then you're fuck. It's like 110 damage. I have 540. This is literally like over a fifth of my fucking health. That is so stupid. Doesn't help that the boss doesn't have a fucking hitbox until like the middle of it. Like, sure, you have to put yourself within range of getting hit by them in order to damage it with the whip. Which would be like fine if you had a backdash. Oh, cool. Like, look at this shit. Can you stop fucking spawning? I'm very quickly losing my fucking patience with this game. Oh, cool. Gravity. Really? Why? I didn't keep... Why am I am not pressing left. What the fuck is going on with my camera game? What the fuck is it doing? My controller's not responding anymore. It's just...
Fuck.
The fuck happens?
It's like what happened to me when I move my controller too far out, because I have...
I didn't do anything.
I don't know.
It just stopped registering the controller inputs. And apparently made me hold left for no fucking reason. How much health does this fucking phase have?
880.
Doing the fuck, yeah. There really should be a full screen effect for that. Like, that is fucking inexcusable. This section is honestly worse with the sickles, like where they spawn. There are technically fewer of them, but like, holy fuck is it annoying because you need to be standing right in front of the boss and they spawn right over your fucking head. Like, it's so dumb. You have to be so freaking close to it. I'm fucking rewinding at this point. I don't fucking care. Stop the stupid fucking... Three levels.
Congratulations.
What?
It's for an area you haven't traversed to yet.
Yeah, I figured that out. Thanks. I really hope it's down here somewhere. I haven't seen any water like anywhere else. This is like the most likely place for it. I'm ending the stream here because I have had enough of this game.
That is fair.
Understandable.
I don't blame you. This game is garbage.
It was, you know, didn't have the best first impression. And then it was okay for a while, and then it just went off the deep end. And honestly, there's very little that can redeem it in my eyes at this point.
The only thing I can say is it has good music. Some of the time.
Some of the time, like, that's not even consistently good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like rating on tonight. All right. Tomorrow I'm streaming some Monster Hunter. This will hopefully conclude on Saturday. Either that or I guess I could do it Friday maybe if people are available. It would be earlier in the day.
I wouldn't mind doing it earlier in the day. On Friday.
So yeah, I guess, you know, stay tuned to Twitter because I'll post about it there. So I'm tired. I'm gonna go now. So goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.